Not Kelly, or not Kelly.
Eric, you know that you're half dwarf, right?
What if I'm the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
Welcome back to another. What's up, guys? It's Steve with App Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by Eric,
Kelly.
And Rick.
And the Roberto.
This week we watched Joyride, the 2001 movie, directed by John Dahl, written by Clay Tarver and J.J. Abrams, starring Steve Zahn, Paul Walker, and Lily Sobieski. That I say it? I'm guessing.
Just butcher the shit out of it.
All right. IMDb synopsis. 3 young people on a road trip from Colorado to New Jersey talk to a trucker on their CB radio, then must escape when he turns out to be a psychopathic killer. What'd you guys think?
Well, he's definitely psychopath. That's for sure.
I was super confused because I didn't know who Joy was, and I don't know, were they riding her?
You watched the wrong movie again,
No.
Robert?
He didn't watch any movies.
I know
He
did.
probably watched Joy Does Dallas or something, and he's like, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
There's not even any people with fur in here.
What are you talking about? That movie was loaded up with Italians.
Anyway, so I like the movie. I mean, I gotta say that would have been a little different if any of those two would have been smart enough to, I don't know, own a firearm. Like dumb shits.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, one of them
That's
couldn't.
kinda
One of them couldn't have a
every-
firearm.
Yeah.
He was just out of jail, so can't have a firearm there.
He might have been more
Well,
successful
you-
of a criminal
you
if
could-
he had a firearm.
You could do
Possible.
the parking lot loophole.
He just got out of jail, though. I didn't think they had a chance to go do anything like that. So, and the other guy was coming from Berkeley or some shit. You know, he's not having a gun from there. Come on.
No.
Wasn't one of the college shooters in like Berkeley or something? Stanford or something like that? Or was that Pennsylvania?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Because there was like a nerd guy who like lost his WoW fucking thing. Wasn't actually, he was an FPS guy. Anyways, and he went on a shooting. The CIA got to him and convinced him the only way to save his family was to do a shooting.
Is it the Virginia Tech one you're thinking of?
Maybe. There's been so many of them, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really weird. We had guns for the entire length of the country, and now we have shootings.
I think it's just more publicized because news is globalized.
Oh, I know. They're like, I want everybody to know my name.
Yeah.
And the news media can't resist saying it. Anyways, I gotta say, if this would have been me and Robert on the Joyride trip, this would have been a whole lot different way.
Did the trucker have a gun?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, he did eventually.
No, he did. He didn't shoot anybody.
He had a gun still.
Well, no, but
He did set up a.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
No,
he definitely
yeah,
had
but
one.
I mean, if he
Well,
doesn't shoot you
I'm-
right away, he's
I'm
not going to
just
shoot you. He's a pussy.
wondering.
Do you
If
not
the
remember the end of
guy-
it? He had a
What?
gun. He set up a gun to shoot the girl in the
It's a
head when the guys
shotgun.
opened the door.
No.
Still a gun.
He's
Still
not-
go
He's too
boom, still
scared. He
shoot
was
somebody's
worried
head
about
off.
That's all right. He's not going to shoot you with it. He's going to make it look like you did it to yourself. It wasn't that scary. It wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, the
I'm not
reason I
getting on the
asked
radio and going,
is
"Hi, I'm fucking Candy Cane" or whatever. I would have never. I'd be like, Robert, knock that off.
Yeah.
Me and Robert were raised around truck drivers.
I mean, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
let him right to the same motel we're in at least.
Fuck no.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Right next door too.
Like, why would you do that?
Could you
Yeah.
imagine that poor guy with me and Robert guffawing in the next room?
Yeah, no.
That movie would have been a lot shorter. That fucking idiot went to the wrong room. What a moron. The guy's like, oh no, they got me.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I've seen this movie, and before they
yeah.
did the motel thing. I go, wait a minute, how in the hell are they even being caught? Because you can't it's not like when you drive by another CB user, your CB pings or something, makes some kind of
Yeah.
noise
Yeah.
Yeah,
notification or
they
something.
aren't
So I'm
gonna
like,
know who it is unless you give away identification.
No,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, so I was like, what the hell? And then I'm like, oh yeah. Like okay. I thought it was almost like
Yeah.
far-fetched there for a second,
Yeah,
but that
let's
could
lead them
actually happen.
right to our fucking hotel.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
So there are some older CBs that I know because I'm a couple of friends of mine used to have some of these there when I was younger, but they have like a signal strength thing on them there. So like if you're out in the woods or whatever, there like you're driving around talking to someone there who's using one of those there, like you're talking to them, they're like while you're talking to them, it'll show you what their signal strength is while you're connected to them, and it'll like if you're closer or farther away, it'll fluctuate on what the signal strength is there. Like you can get within like 50 yards of the person. And it'll guide you to about that point there before the signal fucking strength is just useless to you. So like if he had something like
Yeah.
that there, he could probably get within like 50 yards of them with something like
Well,
that
the
though.
problem-
But he's still not gonna be able to
main problem-
pinpoint exactly where or who the fuck is talking to him unless they tell him, hey, it's us, dude.
So the main problem with that theory is that on big open roads, like where they're at, people have these things that are they're connected to their house, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
broadcast with such strength they go for like 100 fucking miles.
You can talk to people
We
across the
know a
fucking
guy
world.
in Paradise who did that, and people like we were on like a couple ridges over, and we could hear him, and he was driving everybody nuts, and everybody's on the CB like, "Shut up, you fucking idiot, you fucking stupid piece of shit!" Like, and he could never hear us because it wouldn't get that far, but it was overblowing everything we were doing,
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
and he was doing it just to fuck with a water truck driver that was working for a construction company that was building a landing, and he was just doing it to fuck with them. He had no idea he was pissing everybody else off, and so that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like all the CBs, like they have the little meter on there, the RF meter, and it shows you
Yeah.
how strong the signal is, and that makes sense. However, like it's not that easy to do that. Now, truck
it's not.
drivers are some fucking crafty sons of bitches, and I love how the movie doesn't let you look. Is this how normal people are? Like, does everybody else not fucking look at all the cars in the parking lot and go, that's that one. Have I seen this? That's that one. Have I seen this?
Mhm.
Just quickly to be like, oh, why the fuck is that same car in the same fucking thing now?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Does nobody else
Yeah.
do that, or is that just a me thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's just
It's like, especially with trucks. And the other thing is, Robert and I were raised around truck drivers.
Mhm.
They do ridiculous shit. They say ridiculous shit. They do ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
A lot of them,
Stop. They're ridiculous
Yeah.
people
they're
altogether.
just like truck drivers. A lot of them are kind of like the cowboys of nowadays. You give them a whole bunch of money, they're gonna go to a whorehouse. They're gonna do some rad shit. They're gonna get shit faced in a bar. They're good people if you aren't fucking poking at them. You don't poke at them because they have to deal with shit. There's no police when you're a fucking truck driver. When you're driving down the road in the middle of the fucking I-80 or whatever, and you're 100 miles in either direction away from a police officer, like you got to deal with your own fucking problems. Like, so it's not. Don't poke them. But like, here's the thing: most truck drivers, if you're some gal and you're barked down on the side of the road, they'll pull over and help you fucking change a tire.
Even if you're just some nerd too, probably. They might make fun of you, but they'll help you.
Yeah, they'll have things to say, but they'll help you. And that's the thing. Like, most of them are pretty good people.
Little gentle ribbing here. That's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing worse than what Robert and I were subjected to as kids.
Yeah,
It was fine.
it's a little shit talk. No big deal.
Yeah. I got my first titty twister from a truck driver.
Is that a slang
was
for
like-
something there, Eric?
No, he grabbed onto my nipple.
Deranged, Ricky. It's you just twist someone's nipple and it hurts.
Yeah,
that's
that's
joke.
not a sex
That's-
thing.
That's the joke. You twist the
Yeah.
nipple and it hurts. Okay.
It was funny
It's-
too because I had
it's
never
funny,
had
yeah,
that
yeah.
happen before. I was completely
'Cause
trusting, totally unsuspecting. Because like, you ever had a titty twister before? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? No, boom! And I mean, he bruised it. I remember still looking down, being like, oh. I hated that guy for like, I don't know, a few days, and then he wanted to wrestle or something, and we had a good time. It was fun. So that's it. That's the way it works.
Oh man.
But yeah, these guys could have solved this problem if they had an AR-15. I mean, you could
Those
just
all
shoot the
problems.
guy.
Well,
Then,
yeah.
like, hey, if you're ever running away from a psychotic maniac with your old lady, hold her fucking hand. Don't fucking send her off, like, or you
Yeah.
can do the distraction if you can see them. And they can't really see you
Or-
that well.
Alternatively, just be prepared for these situations and give them a bunch of 5.56 sit down pills. Okay, and then they'll fucking
Yeah.
they'll go relax in the corner
Yeah.
and just be like, "No, babe, it's fine. He's just sleeping. We need to get the fuck out of here."
I mean, the whole way then the guy admits that he's doing a joke.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, "Oh, this is candy cane. I got held up by the police." That's it. That's all he needed to hear.
Yeah.
The police helped me up and I didn't make it. And then the guy would have let it go. He would have never fucking known. Like, or you just the easy thing. Don't fucking do that to some. I mean, like, put yourself in that guy. He drives a truck. He probably doesn't have an old lady. All he does is work. Do you really want to fucking shit on this poor guy?
Apparently these guys did. At least Steve Zahn
Mhm.
did.
Steve,
This is-
to be fair, if I was in that situation as the brother of Steve Zahn, I would have just told Steve Zahn, "Hey, you're taking an ass kicking over this. All right." And I'd have my gun there and I'd kick him out the door and I'd say, "Hey, this guy thought it'd be a really funny joke to fuck with you." And I'd point the gun and be like, "You can beat the shit out of him. That's fine. He needs that to happen. But that you're not killing him. You swing that bottle at him, I'm plugging you. Beat his ass. He needs it." That's what Robert would do. Robert would be like, "I'll let him kick your ass and then I'll beat the shit out of him."
You know what? I don't think I would. I think I would just be like, "All right, we're gonna go talk to this dude," and if he didn't accept the apology and be the bigger man, he could just get his ass kicked by the both of us in the fucking on the side of the highway.
Well, that works fine too.
Like I'd just like whatever. Like sorry,
I mean, to
dude.
be fair, if I was
guess
doing
our-
the voice, I'd
our
be like, "I
joke-
deserve an ass kicking too."
Our joke wasn't that funny. Sorry,
No.
dude. Like fucking, it's a joke though. Just relax. Wait, what was the joke? I didn't even watch the movie. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
man,
all
I-
got that.
That surprised me. I
Nothing
really
in the
thought you
movie.
did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
this one that I would have totally watched. I
They,
literally just had to have Eric remind me what the movie was like 10 minutes ago.
They tricked the trucker into thinking one of them was a girl, and that he was gonna, if he met her at this fucking motel that they were staying at, something might happen and all that shit. And they led him to the room of some asshole that was right next door to them, and the guy was just being a dickhead. So
Yeah,
They
they were
let him
being
right
real
there,
stupid
and
about leading him towards them.
yeah. And then
Oh.
so he like rips the guy's jaw off apparently, and then chases him down for the rest of the
Okay,
movie.
I'm pretty sure that's like not out of the range of like a normal prank that truckers would play on each other.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah, that dude was the one who needed to get his fucking ass stomped. And if he ripped the dude's jaw off in the next room, I'd just fucking call the police on his ass and be like, "Hey, there's some crazy shit going down next door."
The police were called. They couldn't
And-
find the guy.
Oh,
Oh.
what state were they in? Fucking a lot of states have citizens arrest laws. So if
Oh,
the dude's fucking like,
California.
No,
Was it
they
in
weren't.
California?
They weren't in California.
Oh,
in
not
that
yet.
link. because they pick
Oh,
up
that's right.
the brother in Colorado, or no, in Utah,
Utah.
and then so I think they're
Colorado.
in
Oh,
Wyoming or
yeah.
something like that.
They
I'm confused.
probably have citizens arrested in Wyoming. I'm not a lawyer and I don't know. I'm not looking it up, but like you just fucking hold them at gunpoint until the police get there.
Well, neither one of them had
Fucking
guns though.
Yeah, that's like the fucking cornerstone of horror movies is people that don't want to fucking take responsibility for their own fucking safety and also want to
Yeah.
be extra dumb. Like if they had a fucking horror movie in like real America, it would just be like, oh, the fucking like the Scream monster guy in the suit got fucking shot in somebody's fucking house like an idiot because he was being dumb.
So Scream definitely, like, if somebody had a gun, that thing would have ended real quick. But you've got movies like fucking Halloween, you know, Friday the
Yeah,
13th, all these things where the things are basically creatures. So
the supernatural element,
Yeah.
like it's just like, and most of the time, even like most of the time without the supernatural element, like even fucking like a shovel would fucking do the trick. You just fucking hit him in the head with a shovel.
Yeah, I
yeah,
watched our dad hit a guy with a shovel. It works.
It fucks the person up.
I mean, it's like
Yeah.
I would never do it because I watched dad do it, and my dad was really good with shovels. And he hit the guy in the face ish with a shovel, like the side of the head. And he told me, he's like, you got to watch out. If you hit them wrong with a shovel, you'll just cut their fucking head. You'll just like, basically, it's like an axe. If you hit them hard enough. And my dad was a huge guy. He hit him with the flat spot. They just went down. And then the other guys that were there were like, we're not doing this. Get the fuck out of here.
I feel like that's why they make like in the slasher flicks and stuff. They usually have the bad guy like or the slasher like some kind of supernatural because it is real easy to just solve that with I can just shoot the guy or hit him with something. I think that's why like in like Scream with all these kids running around getting killed and shit like that, you know, the fucking killer gets beat up a lot during the thing, you know. Now they all should just have you know, at that point when they know shit's happening, should just have a gun. Like Sydney should never go anywhere without a gun at this point, right? So because
also in all
somebody
those
keeps coming after her.
Oh, you're not done.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and also in all those movies, like they'll get this point where like the guy's fucking like he's maybe not out of the fight all the way, but he's like 90% out of the fight.
Yeah,
And
they don't
rather
finish
than
him.
fucking like finishing the job, you know, being thorough, they're like, "Oh, we gotta run away now," or
Yeah.
like hits the. I don't know. I watched a clip of one, and the lady hits some dude in the head with a golf club, right, and fucks him up. Gets the drop on the bad guy, right, and then goes to untie the prisoner guy rather than just like getting him again and then grabbing the dude's knife and fucking, you know, gutting him like a fucking hog, you know?
Yeah, dealing with him.
Yeah.
Like a sane person would. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go untie this guy now." Like, bro, like 2 seconds of effort, you got like situation fucking ended, you know?
Yeah, let me go turn my back on this person who's been stalking us for fucking an hour and a half
Also-
of this movie.
If you're like the girl in the horror clip was like 100-pound girl, so like I don't know, if I was a 100-pound girl and the dude was a big dude, just teed off on some guy with a golf club, like finish it off because you don't know that you're doing enough to fucking keep him out, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm going off my wife's fucking hitting stuff with stuff skills, and it's like, I'd be like, no, fucking finish him off.
Keep hitting him. What are you
fucking-
doing?
Oh, I know. You just like, no, hey, don't stop.
Get the
Fucking
the
hit
knife.
him like pretend he took the last cookie. Remember that time I slapped your ass really hard at the fucking Grand Canyon? You were mad. He did it. It was that guy. Get him.
We're fucking God.
damn it, Eric.
I got her really good. It was one of those ones where you didn't expect it to be like a good connection. And yeah, it surprised even me. I was like,
It echoed
ooh.
through the cannon.
I was gonna say trying to get that echo going
Not
on.
that, but what I said. did.
Damn it.
F you, but I didn't say the F word
Yeah.
like you're supposed to, so it sounded like fa rather than the. So
Oh,
yeah, it's
man.
funny. Anywho,
It was worth it. I'd do it again. It was funny.
Oh man.
You got to
Yeah.
keep them on their toes.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I-
what it's there for.
I like this
Yep.
movie. It's I remember watching it as a kid. I remember having a CB in my car. It didn't work very well. It wasn't very powerful, so I couldn't get very far. I could talk to people on the freeway that were near me.
Yeah,
That's about it.
it.
So, but no, it was still fun. And
Yeah, like so I watched this a lot, like, when it came out, and then we had I don't even know if we had DVD. I think we just had the VHS. I don't even know, but we watched it a lot in the
Yeah.
house. And so like there's that one okay, no, hold on. We were talking about the CB. And then I always thought it was cool, like, oh, that'd be fun to do, but then like that would probably happen to me because the one time I make a prank, this is what happens, and this is why I don't do pranks like this. And then like so I had to have a CB in my car when I would help Eric out. So I'm like, oh, then now's my chance. I have one. I kind of lent it to Eric. He's like, Kelly, there's other people on this. You gotta take it seriously. They don't want to hear you doing goofy things because
Yep.
I wanted a
Oh my god! And then
name
you
all
hear,
that.
and then you hear the truck drivers just ranting about nonsense
I know.
Mhm.
Yes.
for like just the same dude just saying the dumbest shit for an hour.
Well, kind of like what Rusty Nail was doing at the end. He was in that same spiel about the weather and how it's good that people are inside all over again. It's like, you psycho. Like, this isn't your first rodeo, is it?
Yeah, he's done this before.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, he gathered the body up from that ice truck driver so he'd use it later. I mean, how long has this been? Is that fucking body stinking, or do you take all that ice and put it in the back of his truck so he can keep
That
it?
poor
Oh.
fucking gal was laying
Sitting
in
on
the
that.
back seat of his fucking truck with that body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Charlotte got to ride through several states with a fucking dead truck driver
Wait,
at
is
the
that
end
from?
of his shift
Yeah.
who was like right there.
Oh my
Fuck
god!
that.
Yeah,
And
he
a
was
dead
a big
body.
dude too. What?
Wait, so
And a dead body.
the lady was in there with a stinky ass truck driver and a dead body.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yes.
Who
Yeah.
was also a truck driver.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's
Yeah.
really stinky.
So she was in there with a living truck driver who didn't look like bathing was his forte. And then a
Yeah.
dead one who didn't look like bathing was his forte either.
Oh man. I don't feel like
So-
you'd get very far in like that truck stop probably fine, but I don't think you get very far in most of the truck stops we stopped at going across country for Jason being butt ass naked like that. Because they're all like very like professional now. A lot of the ones we
Yeah.
stopped at. So it's like you're not getting fucking to the counter like that at this point. So, or at least not without the cops being called right away.
Somebody's gonna call you names too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
There were a
might be
couple
some of the
places-
guys.
There were a couple places we stopped at though that probably would have just been fucking fine with it. And they've been like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" Been like this fucking most of the people in there going, "What are you doing, dude?" Like just kind of confused by it instead of, like get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? So,
Yeah.
that's
pretty funny. I don't know. Like I said, the movie to me, I was like, you could just fucking shoot the guy. What are you doing? And then like the part at the end there where he gets this old lady up and he's like, "That's my brother," and he gets up to go run away. Let's be real here.
the
He
cops
was
would have shot him in the
dead right
back.
there.
Oh,
He would
yeah.
have gotten shot 85. They would have shot him, and then his brother on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
No, that's not what would have happened. They would have set the police dogs on him, shot the police dogs, shot him. Fucking, if he survived, they would have charged him for killing the police dogs. by running away after they set the dogs on him and shot the dogs. Yeah.
Some flashbangs in the window and start the house on fire or the
Yeah.
building on fire.
Then they'd fucking they'd spray CS into the building and dodge flashbangs everywhere, just to be fucking extra thorough.
Yeah.
Did he tie her chair down? I can't remember. Is that why she couldn't
He
just flip
nailed
herself?
it down.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
Here's
why
the
couldn't she
thing.
just
Though,
roll the
watch
chair
this.
over?
I'm not going to move my shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And she isn't a fat dude. Like, just go. Oh look, it's missing me. That's it.
Well, I
He
mean,
also-
couldn't you just like do the whole rocking back and forth and then finally just go hi-ya and land yourself back?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he wrapped her with
Right?
plastic too, so it was like that stretches. There was enough time to stretch that shit out. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then she wasn't even like he's fucking with the door, and she's not like like stop.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
She's
My
just
loud mouth
watching.
would have been like as much as I could.
Let's be real here. She would have been bawling so loud I could have heard her when I stopped the truck.
Wow.
It's loud.
Oh man.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I would have known. And then, secondly, how's that guy horsing you out of the cornfield? You'd be stuck to the ground.
You'd use your
Well,
superpower
no,
and nobody
see,
could move
I'd
you.
stop
Yeah.
because the corn leaf stalk things would be touching my leg. I would be like, oh, I can't walk through there. And then
Yeah.
that's how he'd get me. So that's how that would happen.
No, he'd be trying to drag you, honey, and I've tried to push you in a parking lot. That guy'd have to be like fucking a international level strongman to actually get you in that truck in less than like 20 minutes.
See, that's fear induced. You are just trying to drive me nuts. And I go, no, I won't go. And then I put my feet down. And
When
No.
she's scared, she does the same thing. I've scared her and pushed her. Her feet are stuck to the ground.
Grounded.
That's just Kelly's superpower.
She just like grounds herself. It's like she has Spider-Man bottom of her feet. You can't shove her. She should have been a lineman. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, because if like she's high up, fucking doing the fucking wires, if she's stuck to
I
the
knew he was
cable,
gonna
she
do that
won't
shit.
fall off.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
So yeah, the funny thing is like I don't know. Like, hold your old lady's hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm running away from a scary maniac. Okay, it makes like, hey, be aware of the other people. Like, how is I guess I think that's actually true that most people have no idea what's going on. They just live in this like, this is it right here. Everything in front of them, everything around it's not real. This is
They
all
got-
somebody else's problem.
They have a perception of -1, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible.
Disadvantage on a perception check.
It's like
Maybe he
they're
just
blind.
didn't like her. He should have just fucking just left her in the dust.
Oh no, Robert! This guy was simping so hard on this gal. He drove across 3 states to go pick her up,
Yeah.
and then was gonna let his brother fuck her.
Yeah, maybe he was clearly disappointed with the merchandise. It's like, how do I fucking offload this shit?
No, he was just too much of a wuss to be like, I like you and I want to be a couple.
Ooh, is she like a hooker or something? What the fuck?
No.
This is so
No.
confusing.
No, she's like
Well,
they were like friends from like high school or some shit
before,
like that.
yeah.
And
Hey, you know
like,
what
she was
Dr.
always
Drew
with
said?
somebody else. That's what they
Yeah.
said in the movie.
Oh,
You know what
So-
Dr. Drew
so
said
he-
about dudes who continue to try and be friends with a woman that they're attracted to? That's stalker behavior, and you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's also not gonna work out in your favor, so don't bother. So
No.
basically, what was happening is this dude went across 3 states to pick this girl up to bring her back to a guy she wanted to bang somewhere else,
Very possible.
That's likely. That's likely
and then
what was
it
gonna
got
happen.
derailed. So this truck driver cock blocked this other guy that wasn't even in the movie.
Yep.
That son of a bitch.
I mean, fucking DeMarcus, the captain of the football team over there, he was like, where the hell's this bitch at? She said she was going to be here. You know?
Damn it.
I don't know
Fuck.
how loud was the murdering next door to him in the hotel room.
Pretty
It was
quiet,
kind of yeah, it
actually.
was muffled. They like I think he walked in and like fucking just hit the guy in the face with the bottle right away.
Oh, what, like a beer bottle?
No, it was like a big
Champagne
champagne
bottle.
bottle.
Those things are fucking tough if they're full.
This dude is at a seedy motel and he just leaves his door unlocked.
No, I let him in. I think he like opened
Oh.
the
Yeah,
door
knock,
and
knock.
yeah.
It took a while for him to be let in. It wasn't like right away. Like,
So-
oh, I was expecting you.
Before everything happened, the guy that gets fucked up in the hotel, then I guess the cleaning crew kept coming and asking if he wanted towels or some shit like that. So he's just like he was super pissed off.
Your pillow?
Yeah. He went to the front desk and that's when him and Steve Zahn had an interaction, and then they decided to fuck with the guy and tell Rusty Nail that Candy Cane was in the guy's room and to bring the pink champagne. And so I'm assuming when Rusty knocked on the door, the guy thought it was the fucking cleaning crew again. He was going to scream at him, and he opened the door and then gets bashed in the fucking face right away.
Makes
Oh.
sense.
Because he wasn't Candy Cane?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How does he know he wasn't Candy Cane? Like, you hear a dude impersonating a lady over the CB.
It was
How
to be fair. No, to be fair, it's pretty good. It wasn't like Eric doing a female voice.
Yeah.
I mean, close your eyes, kind of like a.
He's got a lot of
like,
hopes.
Weird.
He had a lot of hopes and dreams, so he was convinced that it was an actual lady. So
Why didn't he just go to a whorehouse?
I don't know. I mean, he did. If he was coming across,
They make
he
those
did go.
things.
He went through Nevada, so
Or he's in a seedy motel in the fucking middle of nowhere. Like, there's lot lizards there.
Yeah.
If
Some
he's
of them are
willing to
even
go
women.
fucking catch the sniz on fucking Candy Cane, who was like a lot lizard, like he'd be like, "Ah, shit, she must have got the room number wrong," you know.
Mm,
Instead of fucking like just bashing, this dude is clearly unhinged. They should
Yeah.
have just shot him.
with their non-existent.
And in the
type of
future,
guy,
if a
He gets her pants
stranger
off and he's like,
knocks
"Hey,
on my
where's your
door
penis?"
with a fucking bottle of champagne, first move punching him in the fucking chest, and he's gonna fall down. I'm taking the champagne. I'm like, what the fuck do you want?
Robert's reflexes are insane, though. You can't be expecting everybody else to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, this was in the movie.
He swings it at
Punch.
Robert. He just catches it. Clink. What are you failing to do with that? Were you trying to hit me with that?
Or he fucking hits you right in the head with it, and you're just gonna
Oh,
eat
yeah.
that and be
It
like,
would just chunked me.
the
with
fuck?
Ding! And I'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you dickhead? Ow! What are you? I'm not one of your lot lizards. Get out of here, you fucking maniac!"
You almost
No,
made
you
me
would-
bleed.
You know what you would do? You'd be
Let's be
fucking
real here, though.
mad
I
as
would never
fuck.
be the guy who'd be
and
mad about the
you'd be-
people knocking on the door.
You'd be in the fucking parking lot, like you'd be have the guy in the headlock in the parking lot, punching him in the head, being like, "You motherfucker!" just yelling at him until the cops came, and you're like, "This fucking guy belted me in the head with that fucking champagne bottle. No, leave it. I'm drinking that shit."
Exactly.
He stole my champagne bottle and then hit me in the head with it. What's wrong with this guy? He's a fucking maniac. Get him out of here.
God damn it.
He fucking shows up and he sees Candy Cane and he just like starts taking her pants off. "Hey, where's your penis? What the hell's going on here? I heard your voice." That's fucking funny.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the whole thing's silly. The guy's a fucking goon.
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, the other guy getting mad. I mean, like, you know, who cares if somebody's trying to change your stuff? Like, you're in a fucking hotel.
Yeah.
What are you, stupid?
You should be happy
Like,
that
he
they're
should
coming
be
to try
happy.
to change it, because I saw the sheets in
Yeah.
or the sheets in most of those places, and yeah.
I don't know if I was a single guy in a motel and the cleaning lady kept coming back, I would think she had ulterior motives, and I didn't.
Yeah. She's knocking on the door, like, "You want me to change your pillow?"
It is a
Wanna
little
jet
weird.
off?
It is a little weird that they were there at night too, because like Steve Zahn and Paul Walker arrive at night, and the guy says they keep knocking on my door, like they're coming in the middle of the night. The fucking cleaning crew are only there in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, they're not there
It's
the whole
probably
time.
Crazy.
It's possible. Maybe it happened
Yeah.
in the morning and he's just freaking the fuck out now.
Maybe he's on too many drugs.
Possible.
He's been thinking about it all day long. He's like, damn, I should have said something when it was happening, and I'm gonna do it right now when they have
And
like,
he looked at me
no
like
help.
he was. Sorry, Kelly.
I'm done. Go ahead. That was it.
Oh, it looked at me like he was one of those vacuum cleaner salesmen, and he had a really hard day.
Yeah.
He's just comes home. He's like, "I need my sleep. I can't sell vacuums on no sleep. You fucking prick."
I either need sleep or cocaine. Give me one of them now.
Might have been the cocaine thing, because I've heard that people, when they get off of stuff like meth or coke, they see bugs crawling.
Yeah.
I knew a
Yeah.
kid who got popped for that because he said he saw. Well, the reason he got caught is because he saw bugs crawling everywhere and didn't come to work. And he was on meth, and he was like, "Not doing that shit again." Like, oh, you should have thought about that the first time, idiot.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? My question is, who the fuck is seeing all the stuff with meth people on the news and then think I'm gonna try that?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that looks like a whole lot of not fun.
Yeah, or the whole bath
there's
salts
so-
thing.
There's so many people who also like have firsthand experience with like, or secondhand, I guess, with that kind of stuff. There's like, what? Why would you fucking do that shit?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like new people who do that stuff. How? Who's doing that?
I don't know.
Like
Say
everybody
no
I know
drugs,
has an
kid.
uncle or a whatever, somebody they know, a cousin that's done meth and ended up all fucked up, like scratched holes in their face. You can't have the guy around. Who the fuck wants to be that guy?
Or they know someone who knows someone who's like,
Yeah.
relative like that.
Ridiculous.
It's
That's how you end up a lot lizard.
yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
And like I said, some of the lot lizards are even women.
Damn it, Eric.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a lot lizard. I've only seen one that I know was a lot lizard, and that was in Klamath Falls. And it was not a lady. Because I seen this weirdo out there, and then I seen him again, and I asked the guy that I was working for, I go, "What the fuck is with that weirdo at the truck stop?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, he knew the guy's name."
Of course he did.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking customer.
Yeah, well, apparently at one point, that person was a night watchman for the outfit that we were cutting down timber for, and they may or may not have gotten heavily involved with drugs, and apparently couldn't handle it, so they ended up doing that. And I was like, "Oh, that's rough." You know?
So, just to clarify, if you don't want to end up sucking some fucking sweaty truck driver's dick for drug money, just say no to drugs.
Don't do drugs,
That
everybody.
was the one thing they teach you in school that's probably like definitely worthwhile. Teaching you to do your taxes, I guess that's not important.
No.
Fucking teaching you to balance a checkbook, not important. Don't do drugs, that's solid advice.
But nowhere near as solid as the Pythagorean theorem, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, the Pythagorean theorem.
Exactly. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. See, he
Yeah.
gets it. He gets it.
You need to
I've
know-
used that before
Yeah,
as an
actually.
adult.
So's dad. I remember him using
Yeah.
it to build stuff. Like, see, a squared plus b squared is c squared. Oh, look at
Now-
that.
So in our school, we had 4 years of required English you were supposed to take.
Yes.
Everybody, anybody who's ever listened to this can tell it didn't take very well. And all you have to do to attest that you don't need all that, because it's worthless, is just look at all of my Facebook friends, all of their posts, and then look at their grammar, just all of it. And you go, you know what? That was a waste of time. They all took 4 years of English. They don't know the difference between the theirs, yours. I mean,
Yeah.
those are basic. You learn that in
Mhm.
what, 5th, 6th grade sometime?
Probably,
They don't
yeah.
know how to do it. They all just use the same one. When I was playing fucking MMOs when I was 14, I used to think it was really funny to just do YOUR for all the yours,
Just to piss people off.
just because I got a chuckle out of it,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize that
There are
nobody
grammar
you know, I don't
Nazis
think
out
they-
there, and it
Mhm.
really fucking gets under their skin when someone
Or they
misspells something.
or nobody realizes it. There's two sides of it.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what the
Yeah.
you know, they're like, okay,
Yep.
yeah, that's how you do
Nobody
it.
knew.
Or you
Yeah.
get the people that are
If
like,
you're-
what the fuck? That's not how you do it.
Yeah, it just irritates
If
the
you're
fuck out of them.
if you're trying to agitate the grammar Nazis, it's a bonus if they fucking know, you know, like
Yeah.
it's kind of a requirement for agitating the grammar Nazis.
Oh,
Yeah, it turns out none of them fucking knew. They had no idea.
no.
And I was a little disappointed.
No. It is a little disappointing when you do that intentionally and like you're like in the hopes of like just irking some random fucking person there, like some random fucking
Yeah.
grammar Nazi, like, and you realize, holy shit, all these people are fucking stupider than me. Just, like, I don't know if I should feel bad or if I should like have my ego inflated a little bit more, knowing that I'm smarter than these fucks.
I felt bad for the world. That's how I felt. I was like, oh no, I'm a total moron, and these
Like,
people are stupider than me.
Wait a minute.
Oh, God.
I'm an illiterate hillbilly and I know this better than them. What the fuck?
Yeah, how did we end up here? I figured it out as an older person. School is a waste of time for like 70% of people past 6th grade.
Well, even
Probably
before
more than
that,
that.
they,
I
like-
think it's probably more like 85%.
Yeah.
And
Well,
a whole bunch
school-
of the pre-6th
Like I
grade stuff
remember
could probably
I
be taught in
fucking-
like 2 years.
Yeah. I remember they fucking couldn't even teach me to read. Mom had to teach me to read. And she did it in like
Yeah.
a week. They were at it for like a year and a half, fucking getting nowhere. And all it took was a little more hitting and some more positive reinforcement as well.
Do you know
Or
what taught me how to read?
Reading interesting things, you know, interesting things that mom could come up with.
Mom got
and have me
comic
read.
books and was like, "Here, you can read these if you try to learn how to read." And
Here-
Robert was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
this guy's getting punched in the face. I want to see why."
Yeah, you got to understand why he's getting punched in the face. And also, you don't get hit anymore, so it's a fucking win-win, double
Come on.
incentive.
Yeah,
Oh man. What were you gonna say, Ricky?
Oh, I forgot.
Nice.
so nonchalant. I forgot.
And,
Yeah,
and
it's
just to
fine.
be clear, I'm not endorsing teachers hitting kids at school. I'm just strongly encouraging that teachers should probably be hitting kids at school.
I think they need to be qualified. You know what would actually be okay is if you had like competent, logical, semi-unemotional people who could keep their cool. That were like, of course, like we never mind. I don't even know why I said that. All I had to do was think for 1 second. Do we have anything else with similar qualifications that are what's working? Well, let's see. The police that didn't fly. Nope. How about like politicians? Nope. Who else could it be? Nobody. There's nobody that's able to do it. That sucks, you know. Their parents could do it though. That'd be funny. The teacher calls up, "Hey, I'm gonna have to witness you hitting your kid. Your kid's being a total asshole." Or just expel him. Like, you know, my poor kid is in a class, and one of the kids in his class does not listen, and I'm not exaggerating. He doesn't listen to anything at all. Like the teacher's like, "Sit down." He's not. He looks at the teacher. He understands English, and he's just like, "No." And I'm like, I don't think that's healthy for the other kids. Do you
Yeah, I
what do
mean,
you got? What are you
this
guys
is-
thoughts
this is-
about that?
this is
That's
why
not
my-
good, right?
This is why my kid did so shitty in 7th and 8th grade. The school that they were in, the kids just were fucking wild. They didn't listen. They didn't do anything they were supposed to do. So it caused distraction and caused the teacher to have to deal with them instead of teaching the kids anything. The second she got into the one she's in now, totally fine. Fucking straight A's, all this other stuff. It was just, the classrooms with kids that aren't paying attention are just causing disruptions the whole fucking time, and should just be sent away. Shouldn't be allowed to be there anymore. Are left in the classroom while everybody else suffers. So
You know
it's
what?
just-
Mr. Crawford, who was also the football coach, he was able to keep the class under control.
yeah, he was.
He wasn't afraid to yell at kids though, and he was a man who was. I don't know if he
That
would hit
guy was
kids,
rad.
but
I like
he
that
was
guy.
he was a cool dude. Also,
Yeah.
he got mad because there was a bunch of kids not doing their homework. So he was like, he got to a point and he was like, you know what? If you don't do your homework, I'm giving you a fucking, whatever the in trouble slip was. I forget. Was it a pink slip or whatever?
Yeah.
And
Mm.
you're fucking going to your fucking, home with your parent to tell your parents how you fucking got pink slips for not doing your homework. And it fucking worked, which is really funny. Because everyone who wasn't doing their homework, which it's like, dude, like it takes 2 seconds. You just do it in the fucking class before when it's due, like next period. Just fucking crank that shit out like an idiot.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't even need to do it at home.
Yeah, because fucking doing it at home sucks. All
Yeah.
that shit, having a fucking
I don't think the homework should be a thing.
Yeah, you're probably right. Like,
No.
what, you can't get it all fucking taught in 8 hours? Get good, scrub. How about that?
I mean, I guarantee you, if you did a better, like I've had teachers that the kids didn't need homework for. There was like
Dude.
Mr. Ham in like 7th grade. Everybody actually did well on the test, that even the ones that didn't do homework, because he was interesting and he did a good job teaching. And you got all these people who like come in and they half-ass it, and they don't want to be there. And it's like, well, that's fine. Don't be a fucking teacher then. You're ruining a whole bunch of kids with your half-ass shitty attitude.
And
I
then
don't
you
like that.
then you get students like me that you can't read their handwriting when you send them home with homework anyways. So.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know what I wrote. I have
That
no.
was
Can
definitely
you
me.
read that?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Hope you
in
can
the
read it. Good
Marine
luck.
Corps,
That's not a bad. I wish I would have thought of that. Did you just scribble on purpose and not do it?
No, my handwriting's horrible, dude. I would do it. You can't read it.
And
I
you were
couldn't read
sitting
it.
on a gold mine of never having to do homework, and you just didn't do that.
I have to take notes
Fuck.
now when I'm like doing interviews for people, and I need to have a computer in front of me because I can't read anything I just wrote. I don't have good handwriting. If I go real slow, it's fine, but then I can't listen to what somebody's saying. I'm not like listening because I'm concentrating on that part. So, but you give me a computer in front of me, I can type that shit out real fast and I'll be fine. Just
My
don't give me
dad-
anything to write out. So
My dad wrote my mom like a list of shit to get at the parts store, and my mom looks at it and she's like, I don't know. And then she hands it to the guy looks at it, he goes, can you call Chico State? And my mom goes, why? And he goes, I think we need to get somebody who can decipher these hieroglyphics. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I don't have any idea what any of this is. And it made me laugh so fucking hard. I was like, holy shit.
I mean, I had
and then,
a
my
and
dad
then
can't
mom
write.
took it to the pharmacy and they gave her a bunch of drugs.
nice. I had a calculus class and like some of those fucking problems took multiple pages. If I fucked up anywhere in there, I'm never getting back to where I fucked up because I don't know what I wrote. I just, I can carry it into the next part, but I have no idea what it was earlier on. If my brain is off of that part, no fucking clue where I was. I'd have to start the whole thing over. So I just kept going with it. I was like, if it's wrong, it's wrong, I guess, at this point. Because fuck, I can't write. I don't know what I wrote. So I have no idea how the teacher graded any of that shit. I think they just looked at it and went, yeah, sure. That's fine. That works. Let's go with it.
Just like, okay.
I had to
guess that's the
fucking
word.
turn in shit to what was it? Fucking OChem, was that it? Fucking when I took that bazillion years ago, my handwriting is also not very good, and we'd have to like write out whole fucking like basically paragraphs to fucking on like tests and stuff. And how this lady fucking read any of it, because like she actually did and graded it, is beyond me.
You remember
Like,
the
what the
science
fuck?
teacher in high school? I can't remember his fucking name. The stoner guy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Guy who drank out of the beakers.
Warner?
You couldn't read a goddamn thing that guy wrote at all. He'd write shit on the
No.
board and I was like, I have no idea what he just wrote.
Hey,
And half the
Mr.
time, I don't
Warner
think he
was
knew what he was
fucking
doing either.
incredible. All right. I told him I did a lab and I rolled a 20 on my persuasion, and he's like, all right, I'll give you a C.
The thing
'cause
is,
you
is
did
he
really
had
good on all the tests.
the thing is he
I
had a
don't care.
disadvantage on that the
No, he
fucking what's it called, the contest.
That guy
so.
was sharp as fuck. Even drunk, he was sharper than us. There's no he knew exactly what I was doing.
No, he had a
and was like,
disadvantage on that roll.
you got
'cause
A
you were
plus on all
selling
your
him his
tests. I don't
drugs.
give a shit. I'm not gonna. You just said I'm not gonna fail you. You've aced every test.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's fine.
Oh man. I just remember like I don't know what he wrote on the board. I hope he gives us a handout. Otherwise, I'm not getting anything from this fucking thing. So
Really?
yeah, there were times where he's just like I was like, I don't know what that says at all.
You didn't
No.
just ask.
No, of course I didn't ask. You know who you're talking to?
Mhm.
Come on.
You should have had my class because I'd always ask him. I'd say, "Hey, that looks like some shit my dad wrote. What does that say?" You know, or hey, what is that?
Eric's like, hey, Mr. Warner, what's that say on the board there? I can't read your dog shit handwriting.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, you gotta ask, otherwise, like the whole class doesn't know what it is.
Mhm.
I leave it to somebody else to ask. Otherwise, the whole class doesn't know what it is. Not my job to fucking help everybody else in the class.
Fuck no.
What ratings do you guys give this movie?
It was. This is a 3-star movie. It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
I give it 4 stars.
Oh,
Um,
give it 2 stars.
Okay.
I give it one sweaty lot lizard in the back of Ricky's pickup truck.
How'd you know how many lot lizards I have back there? Are you spying on me?
Pick up.
Yes.
You should probably stop. I do weird shit,
No.
bro, when I think no one's watching me. You don't want to see
We've
what
seen
I
it.
do.
We already know what you do, Ricky. We've all seen it.
Then I am sorry
You
for
have
you
your own
because
Instagram you don't know about.
I am not able to pay for anyone's therapy, so I'm sorry if you look at it. You're taking that. You're taking that risk.
Ricky,
onto
just look
yourself.
up the G word. The G word at the Instagram. It's at the G word.
Okay, I'm really glad that you are respecting me, Eric, and not using our word. All right, I really do I do appreciate that. Appreciate that. That I will give you one G word pass. All right, you can now use the G word one time.
All right.
Ricky, you also have that OnlyFans, Krusty Butts and Nuts.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
No.
true. Yeah. You see, I'm trying to figure out some way
I don't
to
think I want to
fund.
interact with that community. Jeez.
Well, you see, I'm just trying to find some way to fund my fucking strip club Soggy Talks. You know what I mean? Like,
So you call it Krusty Butts and Nuts? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
that's
you know?
really
Yeah.
fucking easy, dude. You go to a. This is how you do it. You just go to a fucking retirement community and tell them that you're going to open up Soggy Tots next fucking door, and that all you need is some fucking funds to get it started. And those old fucking perverts in there will be like, "Oh, okay, here's some money." That's it. Easy as fuck.
I'm just
That's
saying, it's a
simple.
it's a fucking untapped market, dude. Untapped market.
I gave this movie 3.5
Oh,
stars.
they've all been tapped several times. Ricky.
Damn it. 3.5 stars. Eric's choices next week, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, this was Kelly's. Okay.
All right,
Oh.
so I'm going to give you guys a choice.
What does he
It's
have
between
for
There
us?
Will Be Blood and No Country for Old Men. You guys can pick between the two.
These are both good. Let's do No Country for Old Men.
That's the one I know the
Oh.
most. I know I seen There Will Be Blood, but I do not remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Other than I'm pretty sure that there was blood. So
definitely was, yes.
yeah.
That's a 2007 movie with
I don't know.
with
Just look up.
with that
I
weird
drink
looking
your
dude.
milkshake.
Yes.
I Dream Your Milkshake.
No, that's the
Drink-
other movie.
I'll drink your milkshake.
Ricky looked up No Country for Old Men.
Actually, I drank your milkshake. Yeah.
If this
Check it
is my milkshake and your milkshake is way over there, I'm gonna reach across and I'll drink your fucking milkshake.
That was actually just on Jeopardy.
That's
Was it?
What?
funny as
on
hell.
Pop Culture Jeopardy. That line.
Okay.
That line.
Was it?
Okay, I was gonna be like, where the fuck has Jeopardy gone since I've last seen it? That they're out there like threatening each other to drink each other's milkshakes in the middle of the contest.
It's-
Like, what the
it's
fuck
a-
is going
it's
on
a-
with Jeopardy?
It's a metaphor. It's a
The
metaphor.
line from
Ricky.
No. There will be blood.
There will be
Okay,
blood.
okay. Okay, yeah, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on in Jeopardy? They're out there like threatening to drink each other's milkshakes now all of a sudden. Like, that show has taken a weird turn if that's what's happening now.
Well, after Trebek left,
Yeah,
'cause,
exactly. They had to do something to spice it up.
it really went downhill.
I like the pop culture one though. I think it's pretty good.
It's okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm think I would I think No Country for Old Men's pretty good, but I like both of them. It's not like
Yeah.
there's,
Yeah, so
you
yeah,
know,
we'll do No Country for Old Men then.
if that's
Sure.
good with everybody else.
Is that the one with
Mhm.
fucking that old dude that does the westerns and shit like that there? Oh.
No.
Old dude that does the
I think he-
westerns.
I think he's talking about the Tommy Lee Jones,
That's what he's thinking.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking, yeah.
because he's thinking about the G came out like in 2009 or 10. There was a remake. Oh my god, I'm being so stupid right now.
Yeah, I cannot think of it either.
I know what you're talking about.
True
Okay.
Grit? Are you thinking
Yes,
of True
yes,
Grit?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah.
he's thinking of.
Okay, yeah.
That
yeah.
was
all right, yeah.
2010. Jeff Bridges, maybe are you thinking of?
Maybe, I don't know. You know
But
I'm
was-
terrible at this.
Tommy Lee Jones is in
Yeah, I
the movie
know.
we're talking about. though,
Okay,
yes.
yeah. It's
Oh.
just so you know
And-
I'm terrible
and-
at discerning famous people and who they fucking actually are. Like the most
Oh, I
famous
know.
person in the world could walk up to me and I'm looking at him like, who the fuck are you? What the
Like
fuck do
Arnold Schwarzenegger walks up to Ricky
Why the
and he's
fuck
like,
should I
"Who the
care?"
fuck is this guy?"
Yeah. Who the fuck is this guy? Like, he looks like someone who'd be banging a maid trying to make a large-faced child, but other than that, I don't know who this guy is.
He fucking.
No,
Like-
he thought she was Maria, you son of a bitch. God damn it.
So yeah, if everybody's good with No
It's
Country
not
for Old
a
Men,
mistake.
Yeah.
everybody's good with that one. We'll watch that next week. We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Check us out next week, Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time, youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. We'll be talking about the movie No Country for Old Men. And then check us out on Wednesday. We're playing some kind of video game at 7:00 p.m. Pacific time, youtube.com/Turketerplays and twitch.tv/Turketerplays. So that'll be it, though. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. If we did There Will
on.
Be Blood, I could go on milkshakes as my mystery rating scheme.
Well, watch the movie and you can come up with a new one.
Yeah.
I've seen No Country for Old